Hey everybody, here we are walking up to Really Rad Weekend 2025 here in Fort Walton Beach, put on by the good people at Rad Junk and Rad Bar. Let's go inside and take a few images from the Island Hotel in Fort Walton Beach. We're going to head into the dealer's room first today. I'm going to come back and get a shirt though.
It's like, all right, my son's gonna be really disappointed. He gets to go take it out of his son's room. He's actually really love playing with the
That's what whole weekend trying to get that on. Like, oh, maybe second two.
Oh, now I gotta find a key.
I got one in red.
Recognize that blue hair anywhere. Rad Junk Sam.
It'll take some time to grab all.
So I won't put anything super
Morning.
like just monitor.
With my left hand. There we go, ready.
Got the higher dollar stuff in the back here.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Is it squishy?
The guy with the service dog gave it to me.
Yeah. Wow. Like those Who cards. This is really cool. Backlit screen custom. IPS mod screen. That's nice. Still some pretty good deals to be found. Pokemon Sword and Shield for 100. It's a pretty good deal. Contra Hardcore for the Genesis, 120. He had all the different Pokemon earlier. Now he's just down to Yellow and Sapphire in the trading card game. Pokemon never lasts long at a show. If you're going to get it, if you come to a show looking for Pokemon, you better get it early. Here we are in the arcade. All free play. Lots of great pinball. Lots of other great stuff. Arcade games. Twister, classic. Boy, that sound, I know we all know that. The sound of Tempest. Awesome. So here we are at the end of Saturday at Really Rad Weekend. Day one is over. Hey there. Sorry. Wanted to get a little bit of the beach, a little bit of the sunset in there before it's completely gone, but day one went really well and picked up a bunch of cool stuff, but my recording thing wasn't working very well, so I didn't record a lot, but I will do a pickups kind of quick snippet, put those on there, what the items that I picked up today. Lots of cool dealers and met the great thing, just meeting lots of new people. It's a big thing, having lots of fun conversations with people you've met before. And it's a really neat setup. I'm going to walk around more tomorrow and actually film. So it's taking place in a hotel, but it's in like 4 different spots around the hotel, and including right on the beach. They've got the gaming area, the retro console and modern console gaming is actually on the 6th floor of I guess that's the south building overlooking the Gulf. So that's kind of neat. You got the windows there and everything, but I'll do some filming there tomorrow. But I just wanted to pop in real quick. Great time. Rad Junk's putting on a good show. Really Rad Weekend is just that. It's really rad. Really rad. Glad I'm there. It's a little wad too. I mean, it's both Willy Wad and Really Rad, and I heard people saying Willy Wad all weekend, so now it's stuck in my head. But anyway, I'll post my finds, and then I will definitely record some more stuff tomorrow, and then we'll keep this thing rolling. Well, here we are. It's the halftime report for Really Rad Weekend. Day one is over, and I was just going to go quickly over my pickups that I got for the day and talk a little bit about things that we did. So pickups first. Got SpongeBob SquarePants for the PSP, the Yellow Avenger. Nice complete copy. Very nice. Pretty. Pokemon Arceus. My sons have told me this is the best Pokemon that's come out in a while, so I'm going to have to try that. Currently trying to play through Scarlet, and I also just started Z through A, and I'm not good. Let's just say that. I keep getting beat by everybody, so maybe I'm not a good Pokemon person. Next up, we have 04 Champ Doozy J Type R. That's right. That is the whole name. Let's go one more time. Ready? 04 Champ Doozy J Type R for the Japanese Sega Saturn. It's a driving game. It's got a Mitsubishi Evo on the front. It's got some really cool cars on the back. Sorry, the sun's out here in Florida, so it's a little hard to see, but pretty awesome. Looks like a cool game. And then I picked up this copy of Reservoir Dogs for the Xbox. I have the complete Xbox library for the US region, but whenever I find a game like this this one's still factory sealed, so factory sealed stuff, unique things, I like to pick those up, add to the collection. So that's one pickup. Then always got to look for Genesis. I found Trampoline Terror. It's another kind of lowish print game by a small company, NCS or something, and they have this horrible design of white cartridge labels. And I think Target Earth is another one by them. It's the only other one that I've seen that's white. But yeah, they don't usually hold up very well. This one's in really nice shape, great manual, so pick that one up. Also picked up a couple of manuals that I needed, Justice League and Sonic. The Sonic classics that I picked up in Retrofest Arkansas in my Retrofest Quest video turned out did not have a manual, so now we're set on that. And last, there's a few more here. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Blue Rescue Team. Don't have this one somehow, so got a good deal on it. So pick that one up. Pretty copy. It's all complete. Everything's in there nice. It's always nice to see Pokemon stuff in good shape because the manuals can get pretty beat up. Rodea the Sky Soldier for the 3DS. This is the version, I don't know if it's deluxe version or what they call it, but has the game as well as the music soundtrack CD, just in an envelope, but still pretty neat. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of a sucker for extras and things. So I find a game like this for a good deal with the extras in it. Why not get that one rather than just their standard? And then the last thing I picked up was Tron Killer App. I think because of the new movie Tron Ares, everything Tron right now is really kind of hot. And I didn't expect to find this in the box. I used to have this game loose, sold it, but now I have it in the box. I like the fact that you can play the original discs of Tron and the original Tron arcade game on this. Even though it's a tiny screen, it's still a lot of fun. So, good game. I like all the Tron games. I mean, they're not great games, but they're fun games if you're into the Tron universe, and I am. So, there you go. So, those are my pickups. Other than that, I just had a really good time this weekend. I mean, today, Saturday. Had a really good time talking with people, and actually spent a lot of time in the arcade. The free play arcade that they have there was really nice. It was loaded with pinball and a lot of arcade games. And my favorite game of all time is Robotron 2084, Eugene Jarvis's masterpiece by Williams. And they had that. And I did get on there and I set the high scores. I set the all-time high score on the machine, but it's limited. I got to about 350,000, 340, I think. And then I just couldn't keep playing because the twin sticks, the movement stick was fine. The shooter stick only had about 6 of the 8 cardinal directions that you could shoot. So when you only have 8 directions you can shoot and you have 500 enemies on the screen, having 2 of them not working most of the time was definitely a handicap. But I was still able to set the all-time high score on it, and those do stay because of the batteries on the board. Even when you unplug it, those stay. So that's kind of cool. So HMS, if you ever see that, that's me. I'm on there. And then I played a lot of pinball. They had some really neat pinball games. They had Jaws, and I played a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy. I've heard that's a really good machine, but I've never really gotten to play it much because every time I go somewhere, it's a pretty popular machine. So if it's there, there's usually a line or there's a crowd around it. Anyway, that's Saturday. We have Sunday tomorrow, and then I'll do another report afterward with my pickups from Sunday and a final wrap-up. But anyway, that's my halftime report. So see y'all again in a bit. Let's go back to the coverage of Sunday. Really Rad Weekend. Not your typical setting for a retro game show, but kind of cool to look at. This is the pool area, and a lot of Really Rad Weekend is located in a couple of different buildings around this central pool area. Again, pretty neat. Definitely a different atmosphere than your standard fare. But it is Sunday morning, and we're heading in, so let's go see what we can find. How you doing this morning, Retro Wolf?
Hey, what's up, man?
Doing pretty good?
Yeah, how about you?
Doing pretty good. Ready for day 2. Let's get it. I don't have that one. How's it going this morning? Good. Would you do 20 cash for that? I think you got it marked at 25. Okay, cool. I'll do it. This is where I picked up the trampoline game yesterday. Trampoline Terror. Actually, I have another copy here with no manual. So glad I got the one with the manual. So it's Sunday morning, so it's not nearly as crowded as it was yesterday. This is one I liked yesterday. The Smoke Clear Super Nintendo. Here's some of the signs that I got at the Retrofest Arkansas. Same guy came to this one.
These ones are insane. All right, that'll be 35. All of these over here.
Are expensive as hell?
Yeah, no, this is the most expensive one. Is Virtual Boy. And then we also have
Virtual Boy.
2200.
Genesis,
I thought it was
2200.
2200.
Oh,
Yeah, if it's just $200, that's insane. And then we also have a, where is it? Chrono Trigger.
Oh, we also have Chrono Triggers there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, are you graduated yet?
no, I graduated 27.
Heck yeah, dude! Nice. Have fun. Oh, nice.
Let me go get it, and I'll show you. And we'll tell you to make a better decision. You know what I mean? It's got all the flash.
How's it going? Yeah, no kidding. Turbo Graphics gloves, looking good. And that's it for Really Rad Weekend. I am here back at the condo with the beautiful view behind me here. And I just wanted to do my pickup haul and talk a little bit about the weekend as a whole and the other things that I saw and other things that I did. But we're going to start out here with my pickups. I got to go quick because there's so many, but I started out, I saw this on Saturday, and I hoped it would still be there when I came back on Sunday. Worms collection for the 360. I wanted to pick this up many times in the past, and it always is without manual. I don't know why, but this one has a beautiful manual. That's what matters. I don't know why I held it up that way. That was awkward. How about like that? That's better. There you go. I'll figure out this camera stuff at one point. And I was kidding about the pickups because that's literally the only thing I picked up today on Sunday. That's it. I spent some time today watching some panels. And then I spent a lot of time in the arcade because I do love Robotron and I love pinball. And they really did have a good collection of pinball machines that were very entertaining to play. And of course, the Robotron, even with the broken shooter stick, I was determined to set that high score higher, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't beat my 340 from yesterday. So I got 328, I got 317. Just get to a point where it's really hard when you don't have all 8 directions to shoot. You just can only go so far. But anyway, still fun, still had a great time. Today's pinball machine was Jaws. I played Jaws a lot. And another game that I never get to play because it's always full, but really enjoyed that. I would love if I could put some sort of like over here, maybe put some Jaws footage or something. I actually didn't film any footage of me playing, but maybe in this area there will be some pinball footage of Jaws or a picture or something. So we'll see. Is this a Jaws picture? I don't know. Hopefully it is. Onto the panels. So I really was looking forward to I think it was called just chatting with a store owner, and it was Rad Junk and Pink Gorilla. So it was Kelsey Lewin from Pink Gorilla and Sam from Rad Junk, both of whom are very well known on the internet and the retro gaming community from their social media presence. A lot of good questions were asked, everything from tech questions about hiring and how do you hire the right people and what's important for an employee in a video game store, to how do you do your accounting? Who keeps track of that? Do you do it in-house or do you get an accountant? And they both said, get a person. So I did ask the question. My question was, now that you've been, you're both gamers and you're both collectors because we've seen your online profiles, but now that you're store owners, are you still collecting? Do you still get those things that come in and you think, oh, I really want to take that home? But I've known a couple of people who've owned stores. That's the reason why I asked the question. And they have both become non-collectors over the years. So anyway, really good panel. Enjoyed that panel. Enjoyed the whole weekend. I guess this is time for the wrap up. Put a graphic up here that says wrap up. Really Rad Weekend 2025 wrap up. Okay. So all in all, it's a really great show. I think that the Rad Junk crew, Joe and Sam, and all the other people like Kenna and Lucy, as well as I think they had friends and family volunteering. It's a lot of work to put on these shows. And I really do think that these shows are the best place to go, especially if you want to find unique things, because a lot of times, myself included, you'll get collectors who will buy a booth once or twice a year at a show like this, just to kind of thin out their collection, to get rid of some things that they're no longer that they don't longer care about, right? These are items that could have been in somebody's collection for 15, 20 years. And this is the first time they've come out into the open. So it's a rare opportunity sometimes to see some of this stuff, because you'll walk into these shows and you'll go, wow, how is that here? How is that not at this show? How is that not at this show? Well, it's because that guy has owned that since he bought it in 1998, and it's been sitting in his closet since then. And you're finally getting a chance to see it. So I really think that I think we all support the local shows. I think that they bring in a lot of the talent from around the country. I know Retro Rick was there. I know the Pixel Junk guys were there. Pixel Crew? Dang, I can't think of it right now. Rip, those guys, and he was there. And there were a few other guys. Retro Wolf was there. Trying to think if there were any others that I saw or talked to offhand, but I think that's probably it. But anyway, all great people, all very willing to stop and talk to you, get a handshake, just say hi, very personable. And this is the place that you can do that. You can talk to these people. You can actually have a conversation about games, or if there's a question you've always wanted to ask them, they are more than willing to answer these questions. So love the local shows, love gaming shows, love all the cons, Star Wars cons, comic cons. I think they're all great. So definitely support them whenever you can. They've already announced next year's Really Rad Weekend. It's going to be November 14th and 15th. Same place, right here on the beach in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. That's in the Panhandle, in case you're wondering, Pensacola, Destin area. Beautiful, obviously. Beautiful place to come to a convention. I mean, when you're done with the convention, you can go sit on the beach. It was a little chilly, but it's fine. I would say check it out, and maybe next year give it a shot. I hope to be here as long as my schedule works out. I'm planning on being here, so hope to see you guys there. That's going to do it for now. This is getting to be a 7-minute wrap up, so I got to wrap this up. So thanks for everything you do. As far as liking, those of you who've liked, those of you who followed and subscribed, I really, really appreciate it. Clicking that little thumbs up is the best thing you can do for me. It's a simple, quick thing. And if you've made this far, I hope you like the video. So go ahead and give me an official like, thumbs up icon right here. Really Rad Weekend, very successful. Thanks to everybody involved. You guys are awesome. Everybody be good to each other, be kind to each other, and we'll see you around soon. Thanks for watching Fourth Quarter Life. Bye now.